watch this.
Some nurses did cheat at the hospital. I'm not gonna lie.
They put out these reports that saying the number one cheating
It's nurses.
is nurses, yes. But you weren't.
Guys, this is true. I hooked up with a couple of nurses, and they've told me the same thing, that they be sleeping with their coworkers in the closets. A lot of cheating goes on at hospitals, even though these people are married. These nurses told me that some of their goals are to get with the doctor, and but that's the thing, man. If you date a nurse, if you've ever dealt with a nurse, man, this is what you're gonna go through. A lot of cheating goes on because these people are working 12-hour shifts. They're at the hospital more than they are with you. They're around their coworkers. They're spending more time opening up to these people, getting to know these people. Their bond is growing stronger with that person. They're building a connection with their coworkers, patients, more than they are with you. At hospital, you're there for over 12 hours. So if you ever get with a nurse, just know she's cheating on you. Stay away from nurses in 2026.
A nurse, so you would know.
But that's because a lot of nurses date doctors. A lot of doctors are married. Not the nurses. It's the doctors that are married and cheating.
Oh, my God.
And the nurses date the doctors.
Wow.
So if you want to be completely honest, I think that's more what I saw a lot of that.
Where? What room?
This is my first time watching this. I already knew that because the nurses I was hooking up with, they told me their goal is to get with a doctor. So she proved my point, and this woman's in the field. Don't ever stay away from nurses, flight attendants, boss chicks. Just these women cheat at a high rate.
Rooms in the lab room, in the medical room, in the equipment room.
Is it like a quick thing, or was it like this is gonna be the whole rundown?
Listen, it's just quick, and then they might see each other outside of the hospital, and then act like.
And do you know what I thought? Like, because they're at a hospital, I feel like these people get carried away when they sleep with doctors and other coworkers, because I feel like these people are having unprotected sex because they have all this medication for STDs and all that stuff. So all they got to do is take some medication, bang these people raw. Because when people cheat, most of these people are not using protection. They have all this medication at their disposal. So your wife is getting banged out raw, bent over in the closet, but she's good because they took the STD medication before they were hooking up. So I always think about that too. I think that factors into why these people are so sloppy and careless. They have all this medication at their disposal. That's why I just thought of that. But yeah, I feel like these nurses are having raw sex with the doctors, the coworkers. They're having fun because, one, they're stressed out as well. Working 12-hour shifts, so you have to be on call, dealing with all these patients. For a stress reliever, you probably want to get banged out. So your coworker's right there. They're decent looking. They're just go in the closet and have sex. Kind of like that show, right? Grey's Anatomy.
They don't know each other, but then when they get messy, when they bring it back to the hospital and everybody know their business, that's when they get messy.
God.
Yeah.
Was there nurses that were like, what was the purpose of the nurse hooking up with the doctors? Was it like to level up, or did they just always admire the doctor?
No, I think too, we work with a lot of women. So when they do see a man, they go fucking crazy.
But the thing is, did you guys look at the doctors like this guy is like the goal? Like, this guy is like the high standard. Like, this is the king of the office, basically, because he is a doctor.
So I think that's the hierarchy of the hospital. We have to treat them. Hey, doctor, do you need something? Because we're there to assist the doctors, right? Yeah. Hey, doc, you need something. Hey, doc, you need something. It even doctors tell you, get up, I need that chair. And as a nurse, you would get up.
You have to, right?
You have to. That's the hierarchy of the hospital. Mm-hmm. So like you said, it's looked upon.
And you got to think about it. Women are always attracted to leaders too. They're attracted to leaders. So this guy shows leadership qualities. He's a doctor. That's going to be a turn on for most of those women in that hospital. They're going to be ready, bent over in the closet, ready for him. After he's performed surgery, you got a nurse just bent over, ready to take it in that closet. But that's the doctor. The doctor has his pick of women to bang. So fellas, do not date a nurse. Do not take a nurse seriously. I'm telling you.
The doctors are up here, and then of course the nurses. So it was just like I think a lot of nurses are single. So a lot of nurses can really do what they want to do.
Okay.
I think that a lot of my nurses friends, when we was at the
yeah, well, they're single because a lot of people are catching on. They know everyone's heard the rumors. No man is going to take a chance and risk his life, his assets, wealth, his time in a woman who's a nurse, because deep down he knows she's screwing around at work. So, I mean, if you've been dating a woman who's a nurse and you guys are never really intimate, she's fucking at the job. It is what it is.
But we were single. So it was just like, hey.
I heard that the cheating rate is crazy with nurses.
But what is really cheating, though? Is they married or they got a boyfriend?
Boyfriend? So you don't consider that cheating if it's just a boyfriend?
What kind of boyfriend?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
And fellas, women feel like it's not cheating if it's just a boyfriend too. You got to think about that. Women don't count that as cheating because you didn't put a ring on it. So women think this, because you didn't put a ring on me, it's not really cheating. Until you put a ring on me, I'll be faithful to you. But again, this is why dating is ridiculous. This is why the dating market is cooked, because that way of thinking. She told her husband she's staying to work an extra shift at work, and we booked a hotel room for the night. Again, bro, if you got a nurse and she's working later than usual, that is also a sign that she's cheating.
I'm gonna stay tonight. Is that okay?
The crazy part about this whole video is every time I mention to somebody that I work in healthcare, specifically I want to be a nurse and I'm in nursing school, I've literally had people run the opposite way. People literally have said, you know what, I don't even want to talk to you. I don't even want to be or entertain the possibility because I know how you guys get down in them hospitals. And it's because of hosts like you that be ruining it for us, that are out here trying to make a good living and a good name for ourselves. And it's videos like this for those who work in healthcare that give us a bad name, because not all of us out here are like that. I guarantee you there are still some good ones. How do we go from hero?
I get it, but still, it's not worth the chance. It's not worth the risk to really deal with a nurse. It's just not. I'm sorry, it is what it is.
In the pandemic, 4 years ago to now we're hoes. Like, nursing used to be such a respectable field, and if you were a nurse, people looked at you with such high regards and held you to a higher standard. But now it's like, I don't want.
I just look at you as a hoe with a nursing degree. That's about it.
None of them. How do we go from heroes to hoes that quickly?
I will never date a nurse. I've made that mistake a few times. I will never date a nurse again, and here's why. They cheat more than anyone. And the statistics even show it. And this is not all nurses. I know some amazing women who are great nurses and great women, but I'm saying this as a whole. And the reason is because of independence. They make great money, but they also work crazy hours, and they're always alone with other people on the job. And if you don't believe me, there's a million TikTok, social media videos where you can even talk to other male nurses or male medical professionals, and they will tell you how bad these women be cheating. Like, it's diabolical to the point to where a lot of the guys didn't even realize that the women were married or had boyfriends. Like, that is crazy. Like, these women, like, and I understand. And to me, this is why I don't even like doing, like long distance relationships, because if you have too much idle time on your hands, it's almost a recipe for disaster. And when you have too much time on your hands and you make great money and you're around temptation, a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, it's going to go left. Just like with stewardess. You hear they're always around creeping, or like women in like the EMT. Well, I guess that's medical. Like, to me, it's just a recipe for disaster. And does that make men any better? No, I'm pretty sure men do the same thing. But I'm speaking from a man's perspective. Female nurses, I'm good. I don't know about y'all.
He's right, man. And there's so much information online that's where informing you about how bad it is dating a nurse. And if you still want to take that chance, even though all this information is out there, you can't be upset at the consequences if you do catch her cheating, or if she does bring back an STD to you because she's having all this raw sex with her coworkers. Yeah, man, just do not. I don't think it's worth it. In 2026, man, stay away from nurses.
But I can't do it. You feel me?
Half of the girls I cracked that are in the healthcare field, nurses, seen this. I don't even realize they have a nigga until I see a picture of them at the crib or something, or until he called. Like, the way they conduct themselves, and the way you get so close to them, and you hit, and you damn near going on dates, and she cooking seafood boils for you, and it's like you just happen to find out she has a nigga after all of this shit. Like, she
don't even tell you for real.
Yeah, you would never know. And the way they flirt, and the way they act, like they be having kids and married. I think it's maybe because they there for 12 hours a day, and it's like not a lot of niggas in the field. But you would never know that a girl you fucking has a family or a nigga or anything like that until you just know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I feel like that goes with when a woman's at her job more than she's at home with you, she's going to cheat. Because she's around her coworkers 24/7. It feels like 12 hours, that's a long shift. You're around these people more than you are with your boyfriend. So you're building a friendship connection. You guys got a bond. You guys are stressed out 24/7. You guys are relieving the stress by having sex, getting it in. So fellas, I don't think you should take a chance on nurses in 2026. If you want to just hit and quit, that's totally fine. But do not take a chance on nurses in 2026. Just focus on you and just pump and dump, basically. But don't take these nurses seriously because she will cheat on you. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man, all right? I'll holler at y'all. Peace.